Back in the bed, meditate, I think I should. No, we ain't friends, got me on.
What's up, guys? It's Bryce from Fit Circus. I'm back with another video, and we have the second installation of the monthly series on the channel, Monthly Music Highlights. So, in this series, I go through all the drops of this past month being May, of course, and I give you my favorite projects, my favorite singles of the month, and we're just gonna get right into it, starting off here with the first project here, Destroy Lonely, If Looks Could Kill. Now, this album was, I'm not gonna say here, I know it's on my favorite projects, it was a little disappointing for me for a Destroy Lonely project. However, it's extremely long, as you can see, 26 songs, and there are some good songs in here. I have most of it saved because, you know, Lonely is one of those artists where I feel like you just gotta keep repeat listening to like really get the hang of his music, especially his old music. You know, I didn't really like him for a while until, you know, I was kind of forcing myself to listen to him, and now I love him. There are some great songs in here. A little bit repetitive, like it is a super long album, but the great thing about long albums is you can just take your songs. You are guaranteed to find some songs you'll like on it and take them away, and that's what I did on this album. This next project here is from Frazier, Trill, and Pierre Bourne, still Trapp'n, and I like Frazier Trill a lot. I think it's fire. This project was pretty good, honestly. There were some mixing issues on here for sure. You know, some of the audio quality wasn't great, but the instrumentals throughout, you know, Pierre had that on lock. The transitions throughout, you know, Pierre had that on lock as well. Very hard. If you're fucking with Pierre Bourne and his collaboration albums, definitely fuck with this. Speaking of Pierre Bourne, next favorite project here is Chavo's World 3 by Chavo and Pierre Bourne. And this one, I think I like Still Trapp'n more. As you can see, I liked more songs than Still Trapp'n, but this was actually pretty good, and I think this is better produced. I think the quality on this, as far as like the audio quality mixing, I think it's better on this album. I do like Frazier Trill more as an artist, which is why I put that one above Chavo's World 3, Still Trapp'n, but I think this is fire. I would check it out. I mean, you know what to expect going into these projects from like Jelly, Chavo, you know, the Pierre Bourne, you know, clique, the Sos House clique. You kind of know what you're getting yourself into, and this one didn't disappoint. Next project right here, we got Monochrome by Highway. Now, Highway impressed me. I like Highway. Some of his songs are hit or miss for me. You know, he's definitely diverse. He tries different things, you know, mixing like the plug-and-B, R&B, you know, just these subgenres that are kind of bubbling in the underground and putting them together in a really tasteful way, and this project was no less. Pretty short project, but there were some great songs in here. Definitely concise project, diverse as well. Like I said, a lot of R&B influence on here, which weren't some of my favorite tracks on here. However, I do think he's executing that sound well, and I would definitely consider checking it out if that sounds interesting to you at all. Next project here is Six Tape, Volume 1 by Six, the producer. Now, this is a beat tape all the way throughout, but I wanted to add it in here because you will get some of the best instrumentals you're going to hear all year on this project. Super diverse. You know, we got some house stuff on here. We got some more trap stuff on here, boom bap stuff on here, sample focus stuff on here. If you're a Logic fan, you know Six is fucking crazy with it. This is no different, and there also is a song in here with Logic as well, so that's definitely worth checking out if you're a Logic fan or want to hear a little bit of his vocals on production. This is literally just a freestyle, though. It's not like a produced, structured song. It's just Logic freestyling over this beat, which samples Whole Lotta Red, Go to the Moon, so hey, that's pretty fire. Next project here is from Billy Woods and Kenny Segal. It's called Maps. Now, wow, dude, this is some of my favorite gritty, like fucking underground rap I've heard in a while. This album is insane. I mean, this song with Danny Brown's crazy. It is menacing. It is just throughout, you know, it's having your skin crawl. You know, it has that fucking sound. You know that sound I'm talking about, that sound that makes you like scared. You know what I'm saying? That makes you a little paranoid. You know what I'm saying? That the cops might fucking bust in even though you're not doing anything wrong. You know what I'm saying? This album's great. This album's fucking incredible. It's raw as shit. Now we have KAYTRAMINE, the album from Eminem and KAYTRAMINÉ collab album. Now this, I don't want to say it surprised me because I was kind of expecting it to be good, but it went above and beyond. I mean, this is a short project, and holy shit, they did not miss a single fucking time on here. I mean, for real. You know, KAYTRAMINÉ got that production throughout. It's a super diverse project, both sonically as far as Eminem goes, with his singing, melodic, and his more rapping, aggressive style, and KAYTRAMINÉ with their insane, you know, house, fusion, hip-hop. You know what's going on in here. Some art is going on in this project. Definitely would check it out if you have not yet. Now we have Almost Healed by Lil Durk. Now, I'm not the... okay, I like Lil Durk. I think Lil Durk is an incredible, talented artist. I'm not going to sit here and lie. But his albums haven't been my favorite for me in the past. But this one fucking hit. And you know, Durk's got... he's got multiple sides to him. But he really has two sides to him, you know. He's got the singing, you know, the soul, you know, shit that's going to make you feel something. And then he's just straight on demon mode, and this album had a nice mix of that. But even the songs that could fit more in like the singing or the rapping side of Durk, he definitely used both of those to his advantage and created some pretty concise songs that use his full skill set rather than just using one skill set on one song, you know, and taking it for the other. Type shit like that. One of my favorite Durk projects, might be my favorite Durk project, because it was good. Now, I'm not gonna lie, this was a really good album, so I'll definitely check that shit out. Now we have No One's Nice to Me by Cochise. Now, Cochise is a really interesting artist, you know. He be doing the high voice, he be doing the underground stuff, he has a sense of humor, you know, he doesn't take himself too seriously. But these songs are great, they were aggressive, you know what I'm saying? Like, they just came in your face. Pause. But he was snapping on these. I'm not gonna lie, he was definitely snapping on these. I think he went 7 for 7 on here. I loved every song in here. I mean, I don't really know what else to say other than you should check this shit out if Cochise music entices you at all. He's not really doing the super high-pitched voice. He definitely is a little bit, but it's not like, that's not the gimmick of his music anymore. He's genuinely just making good, interesting music, from the production to the vocal executions, so I'd fuck with it. Now we have Undersensitized by Aviad. Now, Aviad is a producer, and, you know, you may have known he produced Dance Now by Jid Kenny Mason, but this album is very good. This album's very good. We got Del Nelson on here, the homie, you know what I'm saying? Kwame killed all his verses on here. There's some incredible production throughout. I mean, Aviad's a great producer. He makes great music, and I not only said I liked a few of these, but I have listened to this album a good amount of times on repeat. These were just my 3 favorite songs on it, and it's just diverse. If you want, like, if you're a producer and you want, like, some new ideas or, like, an idea of how to execute a nice, concise 10-song project, 20-minute project, I would check this out because he did his thing, you know? He got great features on here, like I was saying, and the production was great throughout. This album cover is like a perfect visualization of how the album sounds to me, so I would check that out for sure. Now we have If My Hands Could Sing by Eugene Tsai. And now, this album's fucking beautiful. This is a piano album by Eugene. If you don't know, this guy actually produced a lot of songs. I mean, he produced with Big Baby Gucci, Fiji Macintosh on his last project. He produced Gaithersburg Freestyle by Logic and all of them. You know what I'm saying? This man is crazy, and he just created an emotional, a heart-wrenching album with little vocals. There's only 2 tracks on here that have features, which are full songs. If you're gonna check out any song on here, I would choose Welcome Home. It's definitely the most accessible, and there are 2 people featured on here, and it's absolutely beautiful. But the title of the album, If My Hands Could Sing, is beautiful because it's, you know, this album will make you feel something. If you're, like, feeling emotional or you need some background music, I've been listening to this and playing Minecraft, all right? And you know, Minecraft soundtrack, it's not, I don't want to say it's similar just because it uses the piano, but, like, it puts you in that, like, chill, like, sensitized mind, you know what I'm saying? And I would fuck with it. This was a beautiful project. It really was. Now moving on to the singles for the year, my favorite singles. I'm just gonna kind of go through these. You know, there's not really much to say on these other than pretty much listing them. So I'm just go through them. First here, Ugly God, my boy, you know, my homie. He released a little song. You know, he released 2 songs. One of them got taken down, copyright, whatever. But he released it on SoundCloud called Memory Lane. He's back. Ugly God's back after his multi-year hiatus, and wow. Well, he has grown into his own. You know, it's nothing absolutely groundbreaking. I'm not going to sit here and pretend like he invented a new genre or anything. However, it's extremely satisfying. I love hearing him back, so I would check that out. Now we got the 2 Yeat singles. I'm just going to pair them together. We got Already Rich and My Wrist featuring Young Thug. Now, Already Rich was a leak that had came out for a while that I had definitely heard, but it's hard. It slaps, and My Wrist with Young Thug is basically a Young Thug song that they just sent to Yeat, and he put a feature on it. However, that shit was hard, bruh. That shit was fucking hard. Definitely check that out. Next, we got Logic Juice 2. Now, Logic's back on the trap shit. He has one of my favorite verses of all time from him in here. The flow is fucking impeccable. The beat goes crazy, you know what I'm saying? Produced by Vice President of 808 Mafia, you know what I'm saying? So that shit's fire. Next, we got BabyDrill, Pop Out. Now, this shit's aggressive. He's doing the whisper thing on the hook. And I love BabyDrill. BabyDrill is just hilarious in his own. I don't even think he's trying to be funny. I just think he is funny. That's not a diss. I just think he has a sense of humor in his music, and he's hilarious. Next, we got Langston Bristol, My Own Lane, featuring Logic. Like, oh my god, this shit is smooth. Logic has an incredible verse on here. He's flowing throughout. Langston Bristol with the melodic performance. Going back to the rapping, switches are so nice. This is a bouncy-ass track. One of my favorite tracks this whole year, literally. Next, we got Sleazyworld Off the Court, featuring Polo G, Einer, Bankz. This shit's sick. I love that Einer's doing all these things with Polo G. The melody on here is fire. Sleazyworld Go. I also think he's kind of hilarious with his delivery and stuff and his ad-libs. But this song is pretty good. Next, we got JRB Immortal, Bobby Boy Records signee. This is his rapping debut. He was signed as a producer, I believe, at the age of 13. He's 15 now, and he's snapping on this shit. I'm not going to sit here and lie. When I saw that he was doing a rap debut, I wasn't expecting something absolutely crazy. But this was pretty crazy. He sounded like redveil on this, and that's not really me trying to compare. I'm just saying he sounds mature, his delivery is on point, he sounds confident, and it definitely gives me that kind of redveil feeling, so definitely fuck with that. Next, we got Rob 49 Pillhead. Yeah, it's just a Rob 49 song. It just is, but I had to put it on here because I love Rob 49, and he's loud, and I love him. Next, we got City Morgue, Skull and Bones 322. Now, I love City Morgue. I just saw them on tour a few weeks ago. Holy shit, this song's amazing, dude. The instrumental's a little bit different. It's not like that loud guitar they're always doing. It's more of a modern rap instrumental. However, of course, it's loud and it has this crazy eerie sounds in the back. And you know, Sosa and Zillakami delivered with great verses. Zillakami killed the hook, so that shit's fire. Next, we got V's Get Off My Dick remix featuring Lil Uzi Vert. Now, I love V's. I loved Get Off My Dick. That was one of my favorite tracks of last month. However, the remix came out this month with Lil Uzi Vert, and Uzi had a great verse, you know, shouting out Cardi on there. You'd love to see it, so I definitely check that out. Next, we have KS The Kid City on Fire from the DMV artist, and he's incredible. You know, that's my homie, and this song is just, it's a feel-good song, you know, has a bounce to it, it's melodic, you know, it makes you feel good. It just does. It makes me smile. It's a good song. Next, we have Get Rich Zay Ghost. Now, he's from my hometown, and I really fuck with him, and he's doing the whisper thing on here, much like how BabyDrill was doing on his song I talked about, and it's fire. I think Get Rich Zay is one of my favorite coming out of my home city. And he's been killing it, you know what I'm saying? He's been killing it, steady, growing, you know, he's not the hugest artist in the world, but he's been doing his thing. Next, we got Lilo, Hate Me Season. Now, holy shit, out of Detroit. This beat is fire. His flow and cadence is incredible. I've loved literally every single song Lilo has dropped since kind of coming in the limelight a little bit. He's been blowing up a lot. I mean, I got put on to him kind of early on by one of my homies, On Thin Ice, you know what I'm talking about. Shout out him. He put me on him, and wow, Lilo's amazing. And my last favorite track from this month was Beyonce Kendrick Lamar, America Has a Problem remix. Now, I know this was a Beyonce track that Kendrick kind of hopped on, but I really enjoyed Kendrick's verse. You know, he's having fun, he's not taking it too seriously, and there's definitely a bounce to it. I know I keep saying bounce in this video, but like, I don't know, May's been a bouncy month, you know, not every song makes me bounce, but these songs have been making me bounce, and I've been fucking with them, especially this one, and you've probably heard it already. I'm not even gonna tell you to check it out, because I'm sure you've heard it, but it was one of my favorite tracks of the month. And yeah, that's all my favorite music of the month. Like I said, this is a monthly series on here. I do this every single month. So if you enjoyed, make sure to subscribe to the bell so you don't miss any videos, any updates, anything like that. I do lots of content, lots of hip-hop stuff, lots of diverse content on the channel, so make sure you tap in. Make sure you go in the description, follow my TikTok, my Spotify, my Twitter, my Instagram, get that weekly updated New Music Friday playlist, and join my Discord down there too. And yeah, it's been Bryce. Peace.
Coming with the hot shit, all they do is talk shit. You can never top it, boy, just stop. High-end drunk, all that HD vision. All these other motherfuckers full of indecision. These are flowing through your city like drug money. Made a meal off rap, fuck drug money. And now you hit me like I got you whatever you need.